All right, next up is, I almost said a fan favorite. Fan favorite is probably wrong, but it's definitely a me favorite. This is Regidrago Vstar. This is a list done by Bowling Addict. He is the premier Regidrago player in the Limitless, I was going to say atmosphere, but that's not the right word. In the Limitless community. He drops by the stream quite a lot, so big shout out to him. I love the fact that I know somebody who's like trying to keep Regidrago alive. And this deck is actually going to get a bit of a boost come rotation. There's definitely some cards they're going to lose, but they get access to both Miraidon and Koraidon as new cards. If you haven't seen what they're like already, there are translations in the community polls if you want to go have a look for those. But yeah, Miraidon's not necessarily fantastic, but Koraidon's interesting. The only problem is, which is a weird thing to say, is that it's a basic. And basics aren't necessarily what you're looking for Regidrago, but I think it's a really interesting concept. This is control. This is the list I think it is. This is going to be an absolute ball ache, and I'm not looking forward to this at all. Because I don't know this matchup very well. And going second is truly terrible for this deck. The other slight issue is, again, I don't really know the list all that well. Town Stall straight to a fire. So, if this is the list I think it is, it involves Sandy Shocks, EX, and Barboach. We haven't seen either of those yet, so we can't make assumptions. The 230 is a really irritating number to try and hit, but it is a V, so Choice Belt is going to be important here. Yeah, if it's the deck I think it is, you try and do weird shit like Thornton a Barboach into a Whimsicott. Yep, it's Barboach, okay. You Thornton Barboach into whatever, like loaded with energy. You use Wishcast with a ability that mills cards based on how many energy are attached, I think it is. It's a really annoying deck. I don't want to have to deal with it, I'm going to be honest. But seeing one Thornton go already is quite fun. Sandy Shocks, once during your turn, if your opponent has 4 or fewer prize cards remaining, you may attach a basic fighting energy, which I think is a really fun card as well. I think that's really, really good. We are currently not seeing any prizes, which is shit. So, any energy, I should say. So we kind of need to hope we hit something off the... do we Iono? I think we Iono. I was going to say, let's run the stop. I think Pokestop's the last thing we do, right? Okay, that's better. That's better. So we'll grab the Vip. We'll go Leafeon, and is Squawkabilly the Temptation here? Is Toadscruel Trainer only? Okay, it's the hand, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to ignore everything I'm saying. So I think we grab these two. Do you survive a turn? That's the question. If you don't, then we're screwed. Let's score. So at least Duraludon's in there for 220, and we can hit for the... There's Choice Belt, perfect. We can hit with Choice Belt as well. Give me a VIP pass. We'll grab the other Regidrago. So Regidrago's now loaded up. He's feeling fine. I don't think we do any more than that right now. I think we go for Greening Cells. Hope the Regidrago survives. If we don't get hand disrupted, then we can Choice Belt Regidrago Vstar Duraludon. That is contingent on finding another Grass Energy, though. We only have Durra in right now, which is kind of an issue. So there is potential for some interesting stuff. Because we have Noivern, which I forget how it works, which is really bad. I should really know how Noivern works. But I think, if I remember right, Noivern allows us to block basic attacks. I don't know if it blocks damage or effects. I need to read Noivern. I think there's definitely some potential there. See, the EXP share go is quite good. Other than Bidoof, they don't really evolve anything. So this is their board state right now. It's the Wishcast is also the evolution. Given the choice, I would choose to knock out Sandy Shocks over the Arcanites, because the Sandy Shocks are the engine of the deck. So, where do we go from here? Because we don't actually have a whole lot that I feel excited about. We need to see a Grass Energy. So I think we have the Legacy Star. I forgot forgot about Path to the Peak. So, I think Path and Grass is probably the shout. And there's Noivern. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this... Okay, so that's not really going to help us. So I think we go like this. Grass Energy. Path. Path Iono? I haven't done Path Iono in so long. How exciting for me. Cool, okay. We keep Path in play, obviously. Super Rod, we can grab a Vstar back, we can grab a Grass Energy back. So for now, I think we don't worry about doing that. I think we just go Apex Dragon and take our knockout, and we hope Path sticks. We've got our prize map on board. We just need to find our bosses. If we can find our bosses, we're good. I mean, Diancie kind of slows us down a little bit, which is annoying. So we're probably going to have to go 1-1-2. Which is a bit frustrating. I really wanted to get that Dragonite in the discard as well. Like, not seeing the Dragonite go down is kind of annoying. But I think if we can lock them down with Dominating Echo so they can't get rid of Path, we're going to be in, like, quite a good position. Locking Path in would be massive. And I think, to be honest, we could safely research this hand. We just need to make sure Path sticks. If it does, we're good. If it doesn't, then we find another path. So I've got to imagine... I was going to say either Diancie or Squawkabilly are probably the targets of the energy because they need it on there for the Pokemon later. Superior Energy Retrieval isn't important right now. We attach the Grass to Regidrago. I think we Super Rod to bring back the Regidrago and the other energy, because otherwise they're going to be, like, kind of wasted. I may draw back into them via the research, which would be quite big. I don't know if I want to get rid of Turo Scenario, but we have, so we've made that decision. You go there. Honestly, I think we keep the Path locked in. It just stops them completely from doing what they want to do. Prevent all effects of attacks used by a Pokemon done to this Pokemon. Okay. Rolling Iron probably doesn't say. I think we just grab the other Regidrago because we have the damage now to just knock out the Sandy Shocks. Yeah, I think we just lock down Path. And just, like, kill their entire engine. Like, I would argue we don't even bother doing anything else but lock down Path to the Peak. We just need to, like, quietly build up another Regidrago in the background. But yeah, you keep feeding me things that I can kill. That's absolutely fine. Like, they're gonna struggle to get set up now. Because they need the energy. Yeah, that will do it. This is probably one of those times where I've been a little bit too aggressive. So, we're 20 shy of knocking out the Squawkabilly. Are they going for the Wishcast play already? They can't. They've used their stadium. I'm kind of digging how they're trying to get around this, actually. That's quite clever. I hate it, but I get it. Arguably, we want to see boss's orders right now. Let's attach this here. We need to keep it locked in. But also we need prize cards. We can go down to one prize card needed. I think that's probably the way you do things, right? That's probably the way you do things. Yeah, because then we can just power up the rest of the Pokemon, and we've probably got a knockout from there. So fire and grass. So go, make sure you're powered up, make sure you're available. I don't think they can mill enough in one go. Now granted, they kind of got me greedy there. But we need one knockout. We should be fine. I don't think they will be able to mill enough to do anything serious here. Our main issue, actually, is if they rock up the Hisuian Arcanine for stalling, because we actually don't have damage if this Regidrago goes down, we need to find Giratina. We can find Giratina right now, but if anything changes, we're going to struggle. Now, I think they're doing the calculation on that. They're going, yeah, do we have enough? So they've got 4 there, 5, 6 off the absorption, 7 off a manual, 8, 9 for a Sada. I don't think they can do more than 9 in a turn. And we've got 12. And whatever they put up, we're knocking out. I didn't think this run was going to go as well as it did. It kind of did well here. And that's assuming Path doesn't stick. I assume they have an out. Maybe I shouldn't assume that. There's 1 stop, 1 store. There's no way you don't run 4 Path outs in a deck that relies so heavily on abilities. That doesn't make sense. Irvin Spike could be a greedy play here. But why would you? It is specifically to that Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, that's why Longboy is like such an interesting card to play as well. Again, for reference, I'm referencing a card that came out, or will be coming out post-rotation, or for rotation, I should say, in our next set in March. I forget his name. The long neck boy from from Scarlet. He's got an attack that's like discard cards, discard energy from your Pokemon, do X damage. Cool. We'll just take it. And we got boss as well, so that's even better. Like, there was no way we didn't win this. I'm kind of really happy that we just destroyed and dismantled that deck, because I hate it. Sorry, Reese, but I absolutely hate that deck, so I'm really happy we won that. And it's given me false confidence for Regidrago, which is exactly what I want, because I love Regidrago. It's such a fun deck. It's so good. Alright, well, that's our first win, everybody. I can finally say I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to go for one more. I don't know what deck it's going to be. But yeah, we'll go for one more. By the time you watch this, I will have, or hopefully will have streamed New Year's Eve. So there should be a load of videos coming out after this one. This is very much just a recording session to kind of like tie things over between VODs. I just haven't had a chance to do much streaming this week. So yeah, hey, on to the next.